Okay everybody, welcome to my Blocs beta build 3 overview video, and in this video I'm basically going to go over the new stuff that's in Blocs beta build 3. And now you notice there haven't been a video on the channel for about a week, maybe a bit more than that, because Mac was actually gone out for repair, so that's why it was quite quiet on Twitter and things like that, because I didn't have my Mac to use Blocs or anything like that. So basically we're going to go over the new stuff. First of all, what we've got is we've got the new window, and you'll see this extension manager tool. Just want to click on that and it'll bring up the Blocs extension manager. Kind of half works the extension manager and the API. I'll explain the API a bit more later. But so you've got the border radius. These are just two extensions I've added. That's where they'll appear. You can just get rid of that. Next one, you'll see under dev tools you can compile an extension. So if you click on that you can find a JS file like I've got here, border radius. Somewhere I've just coded just a JavaScript file, and then you can double click it and it will compile it into a blocks format such as core.bex. That's for another video. I'll explain how I made that, but also explain how I install it in this video. And let's go on to the other thing here, and this is icon styles. So I'm just going to grab in a pre-made icon style thing. So if we click on an icon, you now go under style. You then got a few more. Oh, you have now a frame option, and now you can choose a frame, so semi-rounded or no frame. You can just have the icon, but now you can create like a nice square or rounded. If you just want to round, I think that looks pretty cool. So like with all of them on, just like rounded. Let's have a look. Frame rounded. Frame rounded. There you go. They all look pretty cool, but that's just a new thing you can do. Style none. Yeah, looks pretty cool. And that's pretty much all there is in terms of the like actual blocks front. So I'm going to back out of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to install the options. What we want to do is just minimize blocks, minimize this as well. Close down this, and you see you've got your Bex file here that you've actually no, I'll explain. Actually, I won't explain that. But what you want to do is create your JS file. If you go into the API like kind of release of Blocs beta build 3, explain how to use it, but also explain how I made it and do a full tutorial when the actual API is in full release, because it's kind of in 0.5, so it's not really, it's a bit buggy and it's a bit weird at the moment, so I'm not going to explain it. But basically what you do is just make sure you've got Blocs open, double click on it, and then border radius extension cannot be installed. There's already an extension with its current name, but it will install properly. And then because border radius is actually an image background, what we want to do is we're going to find the portfolio one, which is here. That's not it, it's a gallery. Let's get the portfolio one up, which is here. And then what you're going to do is just go under style, and you'll see here. See, it's a bit buggy at the moment, like because it's installed twice, but if you go into the extension manager, you'll see here's my border radius. Go to core or remove core. Okay, you have to reinstall border radius, and you see basically it's an app that I've done to do 100 pixels border radius on the map with the images. And if we got a window asset library, which was released in the last beta, you can drag an image in there. Looks pretty cool in a way, but it works better on actual like logos and stuff. Like for example, if I had just not going to work, but yeah, you can add your own stuff in there. Actually, when we talk about it will work. Let's go on to project asset library. Let's go into desktop. Let's go to images. Let me find my logo. Just here. If I do this, and then if I go on style, add the border around. See, that looks pretty cool. Now, some of you may be arguing we could just insert a round image like this. Actually, hang on, what we're looking at, like, can you do round images? There you go, round image. You can already add round images, which I think look pretty cool already, but hey, that's if you want to do a thing. See, maximum border radius is slightly less than the round, so if you want kind of a nicely neat thing like that, then that's your best bet. So this is by my Blocs 1.3 beta build 3. Any day now should the actual release of the full Blocs beta 1.3 come out, but of course more work to be done on the extension and things first. And yeah, so I'll explain why my Mac basically, the reason why I went to repair is because the OS X Yosemite 10.10.3 update come out about 2 weeks ago. Basically for some reason it didn't install correctly, even though it seemed like it did on my screen. But then Wi-Fi kept cutting out every 5 to 10 minutes. It was, yeah, a nightmare. So Apple took it away to their care centre in Surrey, South London, and reinstalled the operating system, and that fixed it. Didn't change any components or anything. But I did have to reinstall my stuff. Luckily I had a backup and things, so that wasn't too bad. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe and like this video if you enjoy, and leave a comment if you want to do anything, and be sure to leave your requests in the Blocs forum under requests or tutorial video requests, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.